promoting and living off of street shit and talking about street shit as if you still are street.
And that was Boosie's point.
That's Boosie a lot of people's point.
Boosie, I'm just doing business. He said, I signed a contract.
Booming, what up? Booming, hey, booming, what up? Booming, what up? Booming.
What it do, what it does, so you ain't never gotta guess what it was. I'm your host, Saint B Boomin', and we back at it again for another episode of Hip Hop C4. Yeah, and guys, today's episode, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Boosie and Gucci Mane, and it's cooperating snitching, and it's definitely suing scammers snitching. See, this debate was brought up by the Joe Budden Podcast because this week has been crazy. If you've been watching the news, Boosie has sued scammers that scammed him out of $600K for a pardon from Trump, and then also Gucci Mane, who is cooperating with the Atlanta PD against Pooh Shiesty for robbing him and making him sign a contract to get him out of a contract under duress. Now, these situations are totally different, but similar when it comes to street aspects, because they say if you are cooperating in any form or in any detail, you are definitely snitching. And the people have turned on Boosie, who's an advocate of not snitching, talking about him suing the scammers who tried to get him under the duress of pardon is scamming as well. I mean, it's snitching as well. Guys, it is totally up to one's own perception, how you operate in these capacities, but we just going to go ahead and tap in and see what the Joe Budden Podcast have to say about the situation. Let's check this out right now, and then we're going to chop it up afterwards. Let's go.
Get the same
Keep going, yo. Word, something.
Same, all of that shit. I'm just hopping around because it's a slow news day.
Well, since y'all talking about Gucci, we obviously last episode talked about the Boosie situation, him getting scammed or whatever, and him suing. He had to go live on social media.
Had to.
You got to.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, defending himself because people were saying that he's a rat for suing, and they said that because he was talking about Gucci, that it was hypocritical for him to then go out and be suing these people for his bread for the pardon or non-pardon. And I actually I was thinking, as they were talking, I was thinking, I wonder what Ice and Ish think about this.
Wow, I don't get caught up in that rat shit. I tell you all the time, I don't follow street rules.
So. I tend to side with Ish on this, and I know there's like two different sides of it. That's why.
I don't have all the particulars. One, I don't necessarily, from what I know, I don't have all of the facts. But
break that shit down, yeah.
I don't think Gucci ratted. So I don't necessarily even look at it like that. Like, right. And then for Boosie,
and if he did rat, it was smooth. I don't know if he ratted neither.
What Gucci do? Cooperate?
No, but cooperation and ratting are two different things. I don't feel like getting into the deep part of that. But I don't even know if Gucci filed a statement ever.
You keep trying to corner him, but he get out. He's elusive.
Just today.
Today he's elusive.
Today.
I don't know if Gucci signed
I mean,
a statement
by their... You're right. Cooperating and ratting, depending on how you want to slice it, it could be different, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think so either. But
cooperation is telling.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. It's not. Cooperation is not always telling, but cooperation is telling. You're cooperating with the police.
You just said
I thought you said cooperation.
If you take a plea bargain, you are technically cooperating with the police if you take a plea bargain. So I could go before the court. This is what niggas was talking shit about Surf for and didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. You can go in front of the court and say, yo, my part in these crimes are X. You are cooperating. You ain't told on a motherfucking person. You can say, yo, in these particular crimes, my part that I play are boom, 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 and take a plea deal. You ain't cooperate and tell on nobody.
What you got to say about that? You always acting like you know more criminality than
I do.
See?
It's nor.
He backed
it's,
you down.
He never could. Not no street
Get
talk.
him then.
At the end, Joe, shut up. At the end of the day, like
Prove it.
old school niggas deep in the street, you don't deal with them people, so you're not gonna cooperate because you don't deal with them people to talk to the people. So if you were to make a statement or take a plea, you would do it with your lawyer versus doing it in a room with a DT. It's a difference.
I didn't say nothing
And
about
then-
lawyer. You added that part.
What you mean? Added what?
I just said niggas would say that you cooperated.
Yeah,
I ain't
niggas do say that.
Your lawyer could have been there when you were signing whatever you signed. Your lawyer could have been there and presented the plea bargain agreement to you. You added your lawyer being present versus just being in there with the DT.
Because people think that they could talk to a DT and you can't. You think you could maneuver around a cop really like put your hand, you know what I mean?
Jam you up.
And jam you up. And now you didn't
I agree
made a
with
statement about another person. But at the end of the day, cooperation, it's telling still. I mean, that's what we consider it. My thing is, I feel like it's never no line drawn like when people was out the street. If Gucci Mane is not a street guy, he ain't selling. To me, Gucci Mane out of drugs, stomach flat, not drinking syrup, that's not street Gucci to me. That's CEO Gucci. Even if he made bad decisions on who to sign, like Joe has highlighted 15 times, right? Because truthfully, that would be the most way you can avoid a situation like that by not being around those kind of people, you know what I mean? Let alone signing them. But if you are actively in the streets, you cannot fuck with the police. It's a simple equation, but nobody seems to understand it.
I think people's problem is a thing of perception and an image to what you're saying. Because yes, back to Gucci, you can be completely out the streets, you can be a businessman, but if you're still presenting yourself and talking about street shit in a way, because that was the whole thing. There's the video of him a couple months ago saying, hey, and whatever happened, don't involve them people, keep it in the streets. You get what I'm saying? So it's like people's problem with Gucci is he appears to be playing both sides. Whereas on one hand, you're a businessman, okay, cool, but you're still promoting and living off of street shit and talking about street shit as if you still are street.
And that was Boosie's point.
That's
Boosie
a lot of people's point.
Boosie, I'm just doing business. He said, I signed a contract. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I signed a contract and somebody violated the contract. If I can't sue you for a contract, then what the fuck? This ain't got nothing to do with selling drugs. Ain't got nothing to do with the street. I didn't put a case on nobody. And I feel like the shit is so extreme now, just to tie this up, like to me, it's like you can't even have an involvement in a legal process without being called a rat.
We gonna go ahead and stop it right there. So basically, if you sit up there and try and play the 50, you can't play the 50. You can't say street stuff, but then operate under hood politics, or you can't play street stuff and then operate under, law-abiding politics. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that you're not going to go ahead and get them people involved and then first thing that happens to you, run to them people. It sounds ignorant, but that's how the streets play it. And people will always move the goalposts for who they want to when it comes to dealing with street politics. And I just want y'all to know that. You cannot always sit up there and say one thing and then do the other, because people will call you out on that. And the people are definitely calling Boosie out on suing scammers right now, but he's talking about legally, I just signed the document. Well, people are definitely calling Gucci Mane out because they think that he's cooperating with the police because, hey, he just got laid down by his own artist and robbed. So, guys, tell me in the comment section, what do you think about this? Talk to me. I talk back. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, do you think that in these two capacities that it is snitching or considered snitching? Or is it just ignorance on the internet's part? You know what I'm saying? Get down in the comment section below. And if you like content like this, hey, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because it pushes your boy into the algorithm. I'm your host, Saint B. Bowman. I'm gone. Peace.